Let me start by saying this. Kenyans are very ungrateful, confused, and they don't know what they want. They easily lose focus. And as they lose focus, they end up going for very wrong leaders. So if Kenyans can't change, they will continue suffering. I'm saying that because looking on how Kenyans are behaving recently, it tells me very clearly Kenyans have lost focus. They don't know what they want. So they will continue suffering. Some months back, I did say that the original Gen Z, the Gen Z we saw on the first day of the demonstrations, a whooping majority of that Gen Z were opposition supporters, people who never believed in William Samoei Ruto. And we still remember a young lady telling Raila Odinga, Baba usitokeleze, we know what you have done for this country. That was an original Gen Z, a pure Gen Z. Kasmuel MC'OURE was the head figure of Gen Z. These were the original Gen Zs we saw on the first day of the protests. And if you look at what is now happening in this country, I won't be wrong to say Gen Z is dead and buried. What we are seeing are just political opportunists taking advantage of the political situation in the country. And they are taking advantage of Kenya's political ignorance. Kenyans are very naive politically. So these political opportunists are taking advantage of Kenya's political ignorance. And that's the truth. Now that Gen Z is dead, it does not mean it will not resurrect again. It can resurrect. If William Ruto's government continues performing dismally, we might see Gen Zs resurrecting even in a more lethal way than what we have already seen. So Gen Zs can resurrect, but as of now, it's dead and buried. We don't have Gen Zs. We just have political opportunists. And in this forum, it's our business to inform our fans here of what's happening. Those photos have been trending for the better part of this evening. I've tried checking on Raila Odinga's social media pages. He has not yet updated those photos. I've also checked on Kasmuel's pages. He has not updated those photos. I've also tried checking on some top ODM leaders' pages. I'm not seeing those photos. But that does not mean the photos are not true. The photos might be true. So Kasmuel has met Raila Odinga. We know Kasmuel was the head figure of Gen Zs. So if he has met Raila Odinga, then it confirms things are changing. I want us to put those photos into perspective for Kenyans to understand what they mean politically. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Yes. Kasmuel has just realized how ungrateful Kenyans are. I believe that's why he has met Raila Odinga, because he has seen Kenyans are not worth fighting for. And looking at Kasmuel, he's a young man of 27 years old. That move by Kasmuel is a move in the right direction. Kasmuel can easily build his political brand around Raila Odinga. And Kasmuel, in the coming years, might be a serious political leader in this country. If he plays his cards very well around Raila Odinga, in the coming years, he might be a very influential figure in Kenya. I don't know which tribe Kasmuel is, but I'm seeing a Raila Odinga who might be trying to groom this boy into a future leader. And if Raila Odinga was to declare or to support Kasmuel, then in the years to come, nobody knows. Kasmuel might be a household name in the coming years. If you look at that move, it confirms beyond any reasonable doubt that the original Gen Zs were more sympathetic to Raila Odinga than to Ruto. So anybody who supported William Ruto cannot qualify to me as a true Gen Z. A true Gen Z is somebody who never believed or supported Ruto. Kasmuel never believed, never supported Ruto. So he qualifies as a true Gen Z. And I've always maintained here that the original Gen Zs were most likely Raila Odinga supporters. That's why upon Raila Odinga talking of a handshake or dialogue, Gen Z protest died. That alone confirmed that they were mostly Raila Odinga supporters. Some Kenyans don't understand these things. They went ahead, started abusing Raila Odinga. I did explain that abusing Raila Odinga was a blunder. Some people masquerading as Gen Zs they were doing. By attacking Raila Odinga, they were annoying Raila Odinga supporters. And that's why in their subsequent protests, Raila Odinga supporters, who are also part of Gen Zs, who played a major role in the demonstrations, avoided the demonstrations. And that's how Gen Zs died. So Kenyans should actually understand things. You can't abuse Raila Odinga, then you expect the protest to be successful. Most of those protesters were Raila Odinga supporters. It's important Kenyans to understand that. If you look at what is currently happening, it appears Kenyans are trying to please some people. This whole game, the mountain is under siege. Some Kenyans are trying to please the mountain. And by pleasing the mountain, those Kenyans will easily find themselves fighting the mountain's war. William Ruto has created a perfect opportunity where Kenyans can end the two-tribe ethnic domination that has been there since independence. Since independence, it has been two tribes rotating power between themselves. William Ruto's move, if Kenyans can support that, can easily end the two-tribe ethnic domination. Some Kenyans are not seeing that. I know William Ruto has failed to deliver, but we cannot miss this wonderful opportunity of splitting that unholy alliance. Let Kenyans who have suffered for all these years, let them come together. Let them grab this wonderful opportunity. Let us remove this ethnic bigot. We will deal with William Ruto later. But for now, let's not miss this wonderful opportunity. Let's meet in our next analysis. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's meet in our next video. Thank you.